Yes, folks, welcome back to the Man United Agenda. We've got another watch along today. We're taking on Newcastle at Old Trafford. Got my good friend Matt King from Football United TV alongside me. Mr. B is busy doing stuff. Not what he's doing. But anyway, Matt, how you diddling, bro?
Diddling very well, mate. How you doing, all right?
Yes, all good here. All good. Looking forward to this game. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I've also got a little bit of a trepidation as well. Because, you know, yeah, we seen what happened in the last game, how we struggled somewhat to put the ball in the net. And then, yeah, Newcastle on their way, shall we say. I don't think they're nowhere near where they need to be, but think they're still going to be a tricky opponent to play against. Um, we'll go through the team and everything shortly, but let me just say hello to a few people. We've got Bobby Kane a building, Mark Edmond, Big G Solo, MUFC. Um, welcome to you guys. Um, we'll go through the team. So you've seen our team, Matt, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing a team. So what are you making of it? Are you happy with that setup, or would you have liked to have seen some different names in there?
No, that's good. Casemiro starting again. I like to see that name there, so that's really good. Fred as well. I think them two together are a bit better. I think that might be to do with the international as well, and the fact that they both play with each other for Brazil. It's good to see Ronaldo starting as well in the Premier League. Nice indeed. No, mate, I'm happy with that. Their team as well. That looks impressive. It's going to
Mm.
be. It reminds me of like the old school Newcastle games. Like a tight one. Like how in the last few years we've pretty much dominated Newcastle.
Mm.
They are getting back up to where they probably feel they should be, mate. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one today.
Yeah, it's because if like I was referring to there, what they did when they played Man City, they had their two was it the two players? Can't remember the names, but there was had two players really wide and high on Man City's back line, and it caused City all kinds of problems. When they I can't, what was it, a draw that game, wasn't it? The Man City Newcastle game. It was a
Yes.
draw. I think it was a draw, 3-3, I think, something like that. And to come out of that game like that, I was watching it thinking, whoa, Eddie Howe's gone brave. But you know what? This is the thing, you see. The setup here, 4-3-3 from Eddie Howe, whether it's going to play out as a 4-3-3 is another question. But he does have to be brave here because of the position that he's in, the players that he's got, the money that's being spent, the expectation. I know it's early days, but even so, he has to. He cannot be coming at Old Trafford to try and get a point. That's not what he's here for. He's here to try and win this game. So I think for me, I don't know if you agree, but that then will hopefully give us a bit more room in behind, which is what we really need to really put teams to the sword.
Well, yeah, I think them coming at us as well will help us going forward,
Yeah.
which I think will be a good game. And it will, I think it will be end to end sort of stuff today. And I think unfortunately, I think either a draw or a win for us today. I did say 3-2, so it does feel to me like it's going to be a tight game. They are going to play pretty much similar football to what Eric Ten Hag wants to. We know Eddie Howe does that. He likes to push his players forward. He likes to create a lot of chances. You've seen that with Newcastle recently as well. Even if they haven't won games, they've still scored quite a lot in the games that they've played.
Mm.
Yeah. We just need to pick up these points, mate. To be fair, if we really want to challenge for top four, because it's so tight at the moment in the Premier League, and I do worry seeing the likes of Arsenal like shooting off. It's still nice to know that we're the only team that's beaten them, but I think
Yeah.
it is still nice, isn't it? Just have to remind Arsenal fans that because they're in the heavens right now.
Oh well, yeah,
But
they are getting a bit. They are getting a little bit. How should we say it, ahead of themselves, but they are going to hit a brick wall. But it's going to be interesting to see how they can, they either bounce off the wall and keep going, or they fall flat on their face and then the doubt sets in. And once the doubt sets in, that's it. The whole shebang's just going to collapse. So let me just say hello to a few of the people in the building here. We got Mark Edmond all the way from Australia. We got Box as well. We will go through your comments shortly, folks. Matthew Bassett, big up, bro. Great stream with you on Friday night. I think Matt was used there as well, Matt, on the takeaway. That was a great stream. Had a good time there. Spot the ball. Bill Baggio, yo, Bill. I'll give you a number. Bill, it's box number 4. Yeah. Yo, bath time. How you diddling? Um, right. before we get go any further, folks, we've got some um, score predictions. Matt had a score prediction in there, and I thought, well, I'm not going to put his in because he's already on the show. So Matt's already given us his score prediction. So I didn't put that one in, Matt, because I thought it was a bit of a waste of time. So let's have a look at what everybody else is saying, folks, on the score predictions. So there we go.
Oh, big up to the Man United agenda as always. It's Eddie from Eddie's Football Waffle here. My prediction for Man United Newcastle is unfortunately a 2-2. I just think Man United may be fatigued from playing the first team against Omonia in the Europa League. Newcastle are tricky, they're going to be pressing as well. So hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah, 2-2.
Hi everyone at United Agenda, hope we're all doing well and having a good weekend. Prediction for Man United Newcastle will be United 4, Newcastle 1. They've got a few injury problems. So Maximan's out, Alexander Isak's out. We've got a pretty full much squad to choose from apart from Harry Maguire. But I think we'll win 4-1. Ronaldo will get a couple. He's got a good record against the Geordies. So yeah, fingers crossed. 4-1 United.
What is happening, my little topographical surveyors? We've got a big game tomorrow now against the Geordies. Can't underestimate these guys at the moment. They've got players in there that they can punish us at any given time. With the likes of Trippier, Mahrez, Callum Wilson. Luckily enough that John Joe Shelby and Isaac are injured at the moment, so that'll be a bit of a plus for us. But we must not underestimate this team at any point in the game. So we need to get our goals in early. Get them in the first half and to see out the second half. That's what we need. I'd like to see a nice comfortable 2-0 win. If we can get a clean sheet, that'd be nice. We haven't got a clean sheet in a while, it feels. Or we're not consistent enough for them is what I mean. So, come on the Reds. Let's hope we beat these guys tomorrow. 2-0 I'm going to go with. Good luck, lads.
Good evening. This is Matthew from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for tomorrow's game. I think it'll be...
Sorry, folks. Go back to that.
Oh, big up to the Man United agenda as always. It's Eddie from Eddie's Football Waffle here. My prediction for Man United.
Come on the Reds. Let's hope we beat these guys.
Good evening. This is Matthew from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for tomorrow's game. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be 2-1 to Man United. Bruno Guimaraes for Newcastle. Cristiano Ronaldo for Man United. And Marcus Rashford with the winner. Thanks. See you all later.
Hi guys, I'm here tonight. With David Beckham. Anyway, I think we will stuff Newcastle 3-0. And I want everyone here to click the like and subscribe on the Man United Agenda. Okay? So, yep. Keep watching and enjoy the show. Get involved with the chat. Remember to like and subscribe. And tell everyone about it.
There you go, folks. Sorry about that. I thought it was on loop. I thought, wait a minute, this is going on longer than I remember it being when I was putting it together and was editing it. But there you go. There's the score predictions from some of our followers there and supporters of the channel. Some interesting score lines, etc. Everybody else who hasn't given us a score line, get them in now in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. My score prediction. I'm going to go with what I want to see here. I think if we go straight at them and don't give them any space, we really put it on them, I think we could easily do them like 3-1. But if we don't and we allow them to play, I think it could be a 1-0 or a draw, which obviously is not good for us. We need the points, so yeah, the teams are just for me now coming out down the tunnel, so we're not far off kickoff, folks. We've got Royal the Rovers, Newcastle 2-1. Hey, you are. We've got Andrew Williams as well. Not a fan of the lineup. 1-1. I'll stick with it. Okay, 1-1. Bath time 1-0 United. 2-1 from UK Strains. Any more? No. Yeah. Sorry, Mark Edmonds says Strains Casemiro vs Gimenez. is the key contest. Yeah, there's going to be some little individual battles going on, isn't there? You know, we're going to see some interesting play, shall we say, in this one. But like I say, for me, I think if we don't give them too much space and time on the ball, and we do when we get the ball, move it quickly with more intentions of getting it forward quick through the lines, bam, go. Just what we do, you know, if we can get in behind them, we've got to get in behind them and stretch them. And I think it's and then at the mercy of Ronaldo's boot, their goal. You know, simple as that. But I'll
Yeah.
say we'll have to wait and see once we get underway. That's Bath Time says, yeah, this lineup wasn't what I was expecting. No Rashford or Ericsson is a worry. Andrew Williams says, Casemiro, Fred, Bruno, I just don't rate that as a 3. What are you thinking, Matt?
I do, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'd go with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. At the end of the day, I'd go with what Ten Hag likes in training. If he sees that as the best team to play against Newcastle today, then I'll go with it. UK Strain says Mark Edmund, Casemiro will be a wall. Shouldn't be too many problems in that area. Bath Time says it's not on TV, Andrew. I can send you a link if you want. That's right, it's not on TV. I don't know what's going on. Aston Villa and Chelsea's on TV. Why? Who cares about them two? Right? Who cares about them? Yeah, so Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno. I just don't rate that as a 3. I think it's the best 3 that we have got. It would have been nice to say De Jong in there as well, of course. If you'd replace Bruno for De Jong, would you reckon that sounds better, doesn't it? Is it just Bruno that's the problem there?
Listen, we know what the crack is with Bruno. We know what we get with Bruno. I just don't want to see, like in the last game, you know, he was a lot of the time he was getting so close to Cristiano Ronaldo. It's like in his pocket. You know, it's like what are you doing? You know, create some space there. And can ask more questions. If you're going to get that far up, get in between the defenders, not right next to Ronaldo, where it's easy for them to just, you know, cover shadows and all that. You know what I mean? It's so easy for Ammonia to easily nullify what we were trying to do. And again, I understand that coming up against the block is not always easy, but at the end of the day, you know, I think Bruno needs to be more. Yeah, it's
consistent.
It's just a lot. No, I bet better with his decision making and his passing. His passing isn't the greatest, is it? Let's have it right. When it comes to them,
he tries to do a cheeky thing, doesn't he, all the time,
Yeah.
where he's trying to like banana pass it or whatever, and you kind of think you don't have to do that. Like you could have played a nice simple ball, and that would have been a chance at goal. You're trying to be
yeah,
too.
that's the thing. You know, you want sometimes just look for the simple option. But you know what we say, people go on about him giving the ball away. It's like, yeah, okay, so what? You know, he plays in the 10 and giving the ball away. It's not such a big deal. If he makes one pass that gets us a goal and we win the game, he's done his job. That's how I see it. But you know, it's about how often you give the ball away. You know, but let's they're getting ready. We're going to be getting close to the kickoff. We've got UK Strain says kickoff. It's not kicked off for me yet, bro.
No.
Don't forget because I'm watching mine on the live. Well, mine's live, but I don't know why you're getting it earlier. But my timer's ready, folks. The timer is ready, and we're close to kick off. Just waiting for the referee to do his hair.
Oh, there comes Lewandowski off the Barcelona coach, and there's Drake too.
I know, yeah. Is Drake on the shirt, isn't it?
Well, the owl, innit? Yeah, bloody ridiculous. Oh, there's Alex Ferguson. Nice.
Right, we're underway at Old Trafford, taking on the newly lottery-winning Newcastle, richest team on the planet for the moment.
So, what was the award for De Gea and Ronaldo? Do you know?
I ain't got a clue, bro. I don't think they deserve any awards. What have they done to get awards? What's it for? Not being late to training?
I'd only think the 700 for Ronaldo maybe, but then De Gea, I don't. And it's got to be something to do with Ferguson being the manager for them at some point, or them being there for a certain amount of
I think
years.
I think it was for remembering to flush the toilet after you've had a poo. I think that's what one of them was, because I think a lot of people forget that, don't they? If you ever go to public ablutions, you walk in as a big Andrew Richard III, just you know what I mean? You're like, oh, what are you having a laugh, you animal, you animal.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know
an
what I mean?
anthill, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I'm not even touching anything. If I have to, if I'm really bursting, I have to go into the Publix. I don't touch anything with my hands. It's all my feet. I've got great feet, bro. Let me tell you, I can open doors with my feet, and I can flush chains
Do
with my
you use
feet.
the hand dryer though?
Yeah, I wash my hands after,
Yeah,
but
but do
I
you use the
still,
hand dryer?
yeah. Do you know them daft sinks where it's got the soap? You put your hand in it, it goes, squirts a bit of soap, and then you've got about however many seconds to wash with the water, and then all of a sudden the water stops and your hand's still full of foam, and then the hair blower goes. You're like, what is this? Who designs this crap? Just, do you know what I mean? But anyway, let's focus on there. There's not really much going on in the game here at the moment. It's early. It's only a minute in. Ten Hag's looking feisty there on the touchline, but here come United with Dallo, switch of play over to Jadon Sancho. Got runners with Luke Shaw. Jadon Sancho. Oh, Bruno. Fred. Oh, he goes wide. But that was a good bit of football there from United. Well worked that. It was just behind Cristiano Ronaldo. That pass there, if it was all started from Dallo and then Jadon Sancho. The, oh no, it got blocked actually. It didn't fall to Ronaldo, but if it would have fell to Ronaldo, he would have just run onto it and banged it into the back of the net for 1-0. But so it was a good bit of football that from United, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good to see. Starting off on the good foot, mate. Doing well.
We give it away. Well, they win it back, Newcastle. So Newcastle playing with the three at the back at the moment. See, I've got them set up as a 4-3-3, so I don't know what's going on there. Cleared down the right hand side for Newcastle, and they're on it. Down here on the right hand side, but I think it's Almiron. It's got no, it's not Almiron. He's on the other side, isn't it? Oh no, it is Almiron. Yeah, he is. He's on the right hand side, isn't he? Miguel
Yeah.
Almiron. Yeah, Almiron there. He didn't have any support though. Didn't have any support, and it's broke down, and now it's back with United. And they go back to David De Gea. Sandro Martinez he was close to being outnumbered there. Luke Shaw comes back to offer him an option. Now Fred. Casemiro's got plenty of space in front of it. Oh, he tried the first time pass to switch play, but it didn't come off. But he got lucky with the rebound. And here comes Dallo. Got Anthony now. Go on, Anthony. Go on. Take him. Anthony just lays it off to Dallo. He's going to play it back to Casemiro. Interesting, this. Nice switch of play there. Up to Jadon Sancho. Go on, Jadon. Go on, take him on, take him on. That's it. Oh, he lays it off to Fred. Fred. Oh, no. Bad decision again. Decision making, but that's great football there from Dallo. But he gives a free kick away. He was in there strong, but Fred, what are you doing? What is he doing? Have you seen it in the box? Look, he's trying to. What's he trying to do there? He knows. Surely he knows that is you're in the box. We all know his touch isn't great and his control isn't great. So they're going to just swarm around him and they're going to make it difficult and set the ball off him, and he inevitably gives it away.
He's got to be quicker, isn't he? It's too slow reaction.
He should have just made a better decision as soon as he was, he should have played it off. Yeah, what's that? Is that foul from Bruno Fernandes? And he's not happy about it. He's going mad at the referee. I think he got a pull there from SHAH. I think SHAH pulled his shirt. But anyway, nothing doing. And here come Newcastle. Try to play it through the middle. That's great. Bit of play there from Martinez. He nicks the ball and it's Jadon Sancho. Cristiano Ronaldo pulls it back. Oh, he can't. It's a corner though. That was great. That was great. Lisandro Martinez, SHAH's on the floor. Get up, you lemon. Oh, me knee, me knee. Get off. Now he's holding his face like a big baby. Get up, you plum. What's the matter with you? Look at him. Tapping his foot on the floor. What are you doing dancing? You're tapping your foot to the beat. Get out of it. But that was good football, that. Ronaldo, he slipped. He slipped down the, you know, the incline. He's done his knee. Get him off. He's crap anyway. He slipped down and done his knee. Oh, Ronaldo, he's so close to getting that cut back, but just couldn't manage it. How's it going, Eddie? Oh, you get it? How's it going? I like that. Here you go. Ball's in. Joe Linton launches it. We've got Dalot chasing it down vigorously, but Luke Shaw's going to just about get there and put it out for a throw-in. Dalot put Luke Shaw in a bit of bother there, but Luke Shaw was anticipated well and got there to snuff out what could have been a quick counter. But here comes Newcastle now with the throw-in. SHAH's back on the pitch after getting the magic SpongeBob sponge on his poorly knee.
Well, it did look a bit ouch. It is a bit crazy, that steep, isn't it? The bit where it goes down like that.
Always a good overlap for the whole. Can't get it off. Can't pull it off Newcastle, but there again down the right hand side. Try again. That was well blocked by Jadon Sancho. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, bro. Them steeps at the sides of the pitch and at the edge at the back are yeah. They can be dangerous, can't they? You go out, what's it overdo down on there? Newcastle are very poor with their passing at the moment. You've got to take advantage of this. But so we give it away. Diogo Dalot just gives the ball away. Now they come Newcastle right hand side, ball in. Headed clear. Jeez Louise. And now Anthony. Dalot just goofs it. Just goofs it anywhere. Now here come Newcastle through the midfield. We was doing really well. And then, oh, well done, Bruno. Bruno gets in there. Then Fred. Cristiano Ronaldo needs to, oh, it's a poor pass from Ronaldo. Very poor pass for Jadon Sancho. No way was Sancho getting anywhere near that. And now Newcastle try a long ball over the top of Martinez now in a battle. And he comes out the better. But it goes to a Newcastle player though. Now he's going to have to go back in again. He's got to be careful here. They're in the box. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty, surely. No, it's not. Callum Wilson, Varane and Wilson, no. Christ. I was preparing myself for the worst there, folks, because it looked a bit risky to me. But anyway, I don't think there's even a VAR, so we carry on as Luke Shaw. What are you making of the way we've started the game, Matt?
Not too bad. We're looking a little bit sloppy at the moment, the last couple of minutes, but we need to keep building momentum, keep pushing forward, and taking risks as well. And we need to be clinical. Fred's been a bit silly, getting into space and then straight running into players pretty much, and then losing the ball. So we need to keep possession as well. Newcastle trying to get in the game, but we got to stop them from doing that.
Yeah, we just give it away. We haven't helped ourselves there. That's so close to Callum Wilson, but David De Gea was on his money and he came out and collected it. And here comes Fred now on our left-hand side. Played short to Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to have to lay it off to Jadon Sancho. Go on, take your man on. Cuts it back. Fred plays it across the box to Bruno. Anthony, sorry. And now with Bruno. Anthony's playing in a 10 position, and Bruno's out in Anthony's position. I know we like the rotation, but Anthony's just finding himself just running around like an headless chicken at the moment. And Newcastle, it's so easy for them to just move the ball around and get it out. And here they come now. They've got the legs on. Who was that? Dalot. They had the beating of Dalot there, and it was. You can see what they're trying to do at Newcastle. So it's just a 3-1 up top. And that's a great ball into the box, but well done, Luke Shaw. But he can't keep hold of it. And here come Newcastle now with an attempted cross-break, bounces off Luke Shaw. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Is it a throw-in or a corner? I think it comes off Almiron. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's a throw-in. Throw-in to the tune. Kieran Trippier. Get to your comments in a moment, folks. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. We will tell you about our sponsors shortly. Oh, there'd be it's corner. Corner to Newcastle.
I think Chelsea are 1-0 up as well, aren't they?
Are they already against Villa? Well, Villa are poor under Gerrard. They got no backbone whatsoever. He's going to get sacked. But I think the sackings are going to go Brendan Rodgers, Steven Gerrard, Pep, and then Pep.
I reckon they'll do it though. I reckon they'll probably do it before the World Cup, just before.
Well, we're not far away from that now, bro. It starts on
4
the 11th.
weeks. Yeah, because I just think it's best to do it then, because then everything's calm. The media's not upon you. Do you know what I mean? They can find someone, bring them in, and try and rejuvenate the players that they got that ain't going to the World Cup.
Let me ask you. I wonder. Is a good corner shot from Newcastle? Goes back out, comes back into the box, and David De Gea. No, Martinez is there. And then Fred, just get rid of it. There he goes. Fred launches it, and it goes out of play. Do you think that there'll be any of the clubs that do sackings or are intending to do sackings will be looking at the World Cup for managers that are active in the World Cup with national squads?
It's a good shout, actually. I mean, you look at Leicester. I can see Brendan Rodgers going eventually. So he's one, and yeah, good shout. I mean, who's a good manager at the World Cup at this moment in time? Who's going? Trying to think.
Don't know, but here come Manchester United right through the middle with Bruno Fernandes. Which got lucky for us, Jadon Sancho, which goes wide though. But what was Bruno again? You see, if only Bruno would just. I don't know what he was trying to do there. He just passed it straight to Newcastle players in the box. He took it. He carried the ball really well, and he's just. But we got the second ball, but you know. Jadon Sancho, he just put a little bit too much on that. But it's a good sighter for him. It's a good sighter for Sancho. Yeah, I mean, I don't know in terms of the actual, managers that might be, who are going to the World Cup, who may be tempted by the Premier League and a position in the Premier League. I don't know until I am going to be doing a stream about that on my channel at some point. But I'll let you know when that is going to be.
Yeah, you know what though? I kind of think they'd want to get it done before the World Cup anyway, because we literally are straight back to the Premier League, aren't we? A week later. Imagine them like getting a manager in and then him having only like 3 days to sort out.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, you're talking about clubs here that are going to be sort of relegation fodder, so won't really, they're looking for somebody to come in and do a Sam Allardyce, aren't they? Really, but then with a view to the next season, if you keep us up. Better money to spend, shift the squad around a bit, and then what can you do from there? So I don't think it would be such a bad timing, but here comes a long ball for Newcastle. Jake's Murphy now, it goes out off Dalot for another corner to Newcastle. So he's done his job there, Diogo Dalot. But it is another corner to Newcastle. Let me just check what's being said in the old chatty poos. 18 watching, don't forget, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Let me just get the sponsor up. 1 second. No, I won't. I'll do the sponsor separately. 1 second. Just give me a tick. No, I forgot about that. I haven't loaded it in. But we are sponsored by Global Mapping Surveys. Go and check them out. The link and everything should be in the description. Corner comes in for Newcastle. Heading back across the box. Now tennis is going to be dangerous, but it's into David De Gea's hands, fortunately. Yeah, go and check out GMS, Global Mapping Surveys. They are our sponsor. They do topographical surveys and laser scanning. I don't know what it means, but it sounds fancy. Do you need a topographical survey, Matt?
Oh, all the time, yeah. In fact, that's why I could make the watch along today, because they cancelled it. So, yeah.
Oh, was you booked in for a topographical?
I was with the same company. Have you know it? So go do it, people. Go check them out.
Did you get a discount? Was there a discount? That's what I need to ask Solo. If you're watching, what's the discount code, bro? We need a discount code. Come on. So
It's not about discounts. You've got to help out the business. You've got to help out the business. Pay the full price.
If we're going to do a discount, it'd be Agenda 1 or Agenda 7 or something like that. But here come Newcastle through the middle. It's a good battle there. Bruno Fernandes. He gets played off the ball though, and then fortunately for us, the shot was absolute cack. It was straight at David De Gea. It was absolute cack. I could have farted it with more power than that. Honestly. Luke Shaw. Oh, that's a foul on Jadon Sancho. Come on, ref, free kick. Throw-in then taken by Luke Shaw. Eric Ten Hag now on the line. He's kind of blowing his lips a bit now, giving instructions. Who was it? I was listening to someone the other day, and they were saying about when managers are on the line, giving in, shouting, barking the instructions and everything, that they didn't really, the team didn't really pay much attention and couldn't really hear what they were saying. It was like a kind of more of a kind of a reminder, like you'd pick up certain words and get a reminder, like it just refresh something in your mind. But you wouldn't be listening to everything that he's saying, obviously, because your head's so focused in the game and concentrating. Yeah. You can't be listening to what he's yapping on about. So
no.
It was an interesting conversation, but that's a great little pass there for Fred. He's got acres of space. Go on, Fred. Fred carries the ball. He needs to find a good option. And he looks for Bruno. Bruno dummies it for Anthony. Anthony takes a shot and balloons it into row Z. Crikey, O'Reilly.
That was good play there. It's unfortunate that we can't finish our chances. That's the problem we're having at the moment. Big up to everybody in the comments as well. Leeds and Arsenal been taken off the pitch, says Andrew Williams. And he also says Bruno is the most overrated player besides Luke Shaw on earth. That's a big statement. Big statement. UK Strain says Bruno rushes all the time, does my head in. That's the thing, isn't it? He needs to just take a step back, control it, have a look for the right perfect pass. Even if it's only a couple of centimetres away, just make the perfect pass. It might not look attractive, but do the right thing, and then you'll realise you're winning the game 3 or 4-0. Then that's more attractive, isn't it?
I agree. I think, he just needs a little bit more care in his decision making and when he's going to play the pass. Not playing passes blind, but that's a great ball there for Anthony over the top. Can he reach it? No. It'll go out for a corner. Sorry, throw in. We've got a player down there. Anthony's coming across and he's like, get up. Oh, sorry. If you just go back to what Andrew Williams was saying, Andrew, what's going on? Why have Arsenal and Leeds been taken off the pitch then? Is that at Leeds? I can't remember. Is it at Leeds or away at the Emirates?
It's not on now, is it?
Yeah, they start at 2 o'clock as well.
Do they?
Yeah, let me just have a quick glimpse here at the old thing. Let's have a look. Oh yeah.
Yeah, now this is the 20th minute in.
Yeah, Aston Villa, Leeds and Arsenal 2 minutes in. Oh, so no, something must have happened because they're only 2 minutes in and they were kicking off at 2 o'clock as well. Everyone else is on the same times. So someone's gone on there.
It says 21 minutes now. So it's
What are you looking on though?
Just Google.
No, I'm looking on BBC Sport website and it says 2 minutes. So it must have been stopped. For some reason. We've got a player down there for Newcastle. But anyway, Man United have won 5 of their past 6 Premier League games, as many victories in their previous 18 fixtures. The Red Devils are vying to earn 3 consecutive league wins at Old Trafford for the first time since last December. So that's, not good stats, is it really? We should be doing much better than that. These are not the kind of little records that we want to be breaking. We set so many records and standards, didn't we? Like, under the reign of our greatest ever manager, arguably. Some
Yeah.
might say, some might say, some might not agree. But it looks like Sven Botman's got a bit of a bash on the head, but he's up now.
Oh, they got no technology. That's why.
Oh, right. So, and with Cristiano Ronaldo, he scored 7 times in the last 5 top flight appearances against Newcastle. So, I think that's another reason he does like to score against Newcastle. But here we are, we're back on to play. And it's Lisandro Martinez. Not Lisandro. What is it, Lisandro? Isn't it? Am I thinking of the other guy? The other Martinez?
Who is the other Martin? Look at his hair. Who's the other Martinez?
Oh, plays for Milan, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a free kick given away by Fred on Joe Linton. Let's have another look at this. I think that was a bit soft, to be honest.
Andrew's saying it's a pathetic reason to stop a game, but you need VAR, you need goal line technology, don't you? Because if something happens and you're like, but the goal line technology wasn't working, then you're going to be angry.
Yeah, especially if a decision goes against you. It's like it's offside, and they're like, well, we haven't got VAR, so you're like, no, not going to play. They're not going to do that. Hopefully, last thing they need now in it, Arsenal is a problem where they can't fix it and the game gets abandoned. Then they've got another fixture to try and squeeze in. They'll be fuming, won't they?
Yeah,
but I won't be too bothered, to be honest.
Yeah.
Here we go. Free kick. Kieran Trippier looks like it's within his range. Come on, Davide. You've got to be on your mettle here because we know what Kieran Trippier's like with his free kicks. Tell you what, the temperature's getting a bit cooler now, isn't it, mate?
It is, yeah. That's why I'm wearing the hat now. The ears are getting a bit cold. I've got huge
Jadon Sancho playing draft excluder on the floor.
Yeah.
Do you know them snakes that you put across the bottom of your door?
Yeah.
Stop the old George Raft. But here we go. David De Gea giving out some serious instructions here, just patrolling his line. Kieran Trippier's eyeing it up. I think he's going to try and go to David De Gea's top right corner. So come on, David. Top right corner, son. Get across, get across. Oh, and it hits the wall. Wall does its job, but Kieran Trippier puts it back in. And Joe Linton heads it. It's off the bar. He gets another bite. And he's saved. Christ. Wow. David De Gea, I don't know what actually happened. I don't know if he got his hand to it or what. Let's have a look at this. Hits the wall. Kieran Trippier scoops it back in. Linton hits the post and then hits the post again. He hit the post twice with 2 headers. Can you believe that? That is... I tell you what, if you put a bet on that, you'd be waiting a million years to get a return, bro. Jeez Louise. Big G, oh shit, that was close. You're telling me, yeah. Stop spoiling, Big G. Big G, sorry. Andy Herbert, yo, big up Andy Herbert in the building. DJ Matt to bust out some tunes at half time. Here comes the corner from Newcastle. 24 minutes played, folks. My clock's a little bit behind for some reason. Oh, goes right across the box there. Crikey, all right. I don't know if it's going to be another corner or what, but how's my clock got behind? Anyway, don't really matter. I think it will be a goal kick. David De Gea plays it out. That's a lovely little header by Bruno. Dalot needs to release it, which he does. Cristiano Ronaldo picks it up. He's got Bruno in front of him. Bruno, go on. Go on, Bruno. Go on, Bruno. Oh, he tried to put a cross in early for Jadon Sancho, but it's caught, it's deflected, and it's going to go out for a corner to Man United. Oh, come on. I watched the score from a corner. You know what I mean? So here we go. Corner's going to be taken. Oh, good corner as well. Oh, it's a cracking corner, but it just falls to the feet of Fred. And it goes back out. It's going to be another corner. But that was a great delivery, that from Bruno. More like that, Bruno. Give us more deliveries like that, because that was a cracker. Fred should have just launched his foot at it. That was a cracking delivery. Here we go again. Come on, Bruno Fernandes. Come on, Bruno. Oh, another good ball in as well, but just can't get there, and it's put out by Newcastle. Luke Shaw picks it up, scoops it all the way back towards Bruno Fernandes, and it's headed out for a throw-in to United. We've got the march on these guys here right now, Matt. We can keep this pressure up. This is one of our problems, wasn't it, last season, and definitely the season before, was we would not be able to sustain our attacks.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, and we look like we're improving now, so that's good.
Yeah, and that means the more you sustain the attack, the more chance you've got of them losing their concentration. You can get in behind, or get a cross in, or one over the top, and bam, get a goal. Luke Shaw. Oh, is he offside? Oh, Ronaldo's offside, but it's going to go in. No, it's not. It's cleared. Was he offside though? I think he was offside.
Can't tell.
I think he was off. Yeah, I think he's off. He's smiling. He's put his phone. Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah.
But it was a cheeky ball, that. It's a cheeky ball. Oh, he was only just off if he was. He was only just. And, so close. Nick Pope, only because he's so long and his arms are so long, he got his hand to it because he tried to chip him. What? Kieran Trippier there, what are you doing? He just fell over. Okay, up against Luke Shaw, he's just waiting for the ball to come down, and he just fell over. How's it going, Eddie? That's my joke for Eddie Howe now. I like it. But Joe Linton, man, honestly, off the crossbar, and then off the side, off the stanchion. Is it a stanchion? I can't remember what it's called. But so unlucky. You couldn't. Oh my! A couple of inches either to the other side. That would have gone in off the bar. And here's Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw carrying the ball well. Tries to play it in behind, but he can't do it. And now he gets a bit giddy and gives a free kick away.
Newcastle not bad, are they? Not doing too bad.
Who, Newcastle?
Mm.
Well, yeah. I mean,
They've had some good chances. I mean, they've had the best chances of the game so far, haven't
they? They're doing okay, but you know what? Listen, as long as it stays 0-0, happy days. Andrew Williams says, "Why are we resting Ericsson and Rashford when Newcastle may be our main rivals come April?" Well, look, it's the first half. That's what I'll say. It's the first half. Obviously, that's the half where you're most full of energy, when you can do the most damage. Then the options is, if it's not worked, that's why we'll make the changes at half time or just after it. And here's Anthony. Oh, he's come off worse there. He's come off worse there. I think it was against Murphy. He was battling hard with Murphy and he came off. He came out of that not very good. A lot of shirt pulling going on there. SHAH was pulling Varane, and Varane was pulling SHAH's shirt. Burn off. Oh no, I don't think it was SHAH. I think it was Burn. Dan Burn.
they? They can swap them after the game finishes. Come on, lads.
Yeah, that's it, innit? Don't be trying to swap shirts on a corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got a bit of handbags here. Let's have a look. Bit of handbags here between Martinez and Callum Wilson. Go on, Martinez, tell him. We're taking no nonsense. He's got hold of his. What are you doing, Callum Wilson? Look, get off him, you plum. What was he doing? Take him for. You want to do the tango or something? All right, Martinez, you know what to do, son. Kick him up in the air when you get a chance, mate. Let's kick him right up in the air. trying a long ball over the top there for Sancho to latch onto, but doesn't come off. Newcastle just release it with Pope. I think he's a good keeper, isn't he, Nick Pope? Matt, you still there?
I'm here. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on.
All right. Oh, we're trying to walk it in the net there, and it didn't come up. And that's Lisandro Martinez give his handball. And he's saying no, it's my shoulder, but referee's having none of it.
Oh,
There's the lawman. There's the lawman. Looking cool as ice. Dennis Lawman.
what a legend.
Yeah. Do you know though? Whenever anyone mentions Dennis Law, do you know what? When I say Dennis Law, what vision comes to your mind?
The back heel.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Every time I hear Dennis Law, I
remember the back heel that relegated us.
Yeah, I just that flashes up in front of my eyes. Oh, no, it's cut out though from Newcastle. It's a great attempt at playing Ronaldo in, but Newcastle got back well and quick and dealt with it. Let's have a quick look at the old statty poos here at 30 minutes in. Yeah, so the Leeds game looks like it's still not taking place at the moment. So that's going to get abandoned, in my opinion.
It's not on at all now.
Well, it's not moved from 2 minutes on the BBC Sports website, so I think that might get abandoned.
Well, that's weird because I know it's only Google, but they're saying it's live and it's still on like the 30th minute. It's weird.
I don't know. Does anybody else know in the chat? Let us know.
Yeah.
But let me just have a check the stats out here then. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be quite even, to be fair.
Oh no, it's stuck on 22 now. Suspended. Woo!
Oh, there you go then. Yeah. So 59% to 41% on the possession. So yeah, but here come Newcastle again now for the middle with Gimenez. But Luke Shaw is in a good position. He just gently cradles it back to David De Gea, who finds Bruno. But what's going on here? Referees, what's he doing? Oh, he got Joel Linton's down.
Oh, get up.
He got in a bit of a. I don't know what happened there. He had a bit of a coming together with Anthony, but I don't know why he's gone down.
Trust bloody Leeds United to be the only bloody stadium in the bloody world that has to be abandoned because its technology ain't working.
Well, it's an absolute dump, mate. No wonder. It's falling to pieces.
No disrespect to anybody in the comments that's from Leeds either, but you support the right club if you're in for Man United today, so well done to you. The real United.
So has it been cancelled or just?
Yeah, it says suspended. It says suspended.
Yeah, but what does that mean though? Is it suspended for an hour, 2 hours while they get it fixed or what? Or is it?
I can only imagine that suspended because of technology that would take more than like a few hours.
No, but you see, for me, if it was it would say postponed rather than suspended. I think
maybe they're doing that to try and find out whether they can fix the problem quick, or they've probably taken the players into the dressing room. Because if it takes too long, mate, they won't be able to play anyway because you can't have the players hanging around. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to keep warm and that.
Depending on what the problem is, if it's a software issue or something, then they can quite easily fix that quite quickly. If it's a problem with hardware and the hardware is just totally goofed, depending on where the hardware replacements are, then yeah.
I've got it, Talk. It's the game is temporarily paused due to technical issues with referees' communication systems. That's from us.
So yeah, so it's temporarily. So it's just. I bet they'll get underway in the next. If they can't get underway within the next, I don't know, hour maximum, maybe they may well have to call it off.
Yeah.
But how can that go wrong? Go on, sorry.
Walkie-talkies, that's all they need.
Yeah, get a couple
Roger
of walkie-talkies.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Roger, Robert.
There's not really much going on in this game, to be honest. Is there, Matt? It's a bit. It's when it gets to
the Arsenal Leeds game.
when it gets to the business end, there's not really much going on. Newcastle are doing a good job at defending.
It's tight, mate. It's just tight. That's the thing. It's always going to be a tight game. I think we'll see it pick up in the second half.
Oof. Some seriously dodgy defending going on from United here. Now they've got the number on Fred, and that's going to be a free kick just outside the box to the right-hand side on Almiron from Casemiro. We played ourselves into real bother there, and the result of it is a dangerous area for them to take the free kick from. Honestly. Neves, Barella, Bellingham, Fabian, Van der Beek, but he's gone missing. Yeah, Van der Beek's it's a mystery, isn't it?
It is. It's almost like the Maddie McCann thing. It's just a complete mystery how he's gone missing.
Totally crazy. He's just I don't understand because he was pivotal in the Ajax team. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And Holland as well. He was like always playing for his internationals. Like I can't understand it.
A free kick here. Your audio is which way are you using your mic? Or you just got off, go it through the three legs. Jeez Louise. Are you using your mic? Your normal mic or your other mic?
Yeah, the connection's a bit bad on it.
I was gonna say because you kind of like cutting out a little bit. It's Jadon Sancho. Go on, Jadon. Plays it. Oh, lovely. Oh, that was a fantastic. Oh, Anthony just played it right at the legs of Pope. But it was brilliant from Jadon Sancho. He got in right behind him and and Anthony came running in. And he plays the ball and I thought it was going to be 1-0 if I'm honest. But again, you see the value in getting in behind. What's going on here now? Referee now again stopping it. For what? There's no offside. Jadon Sancho had made the run. He had 2 for company. And oh, what a lovely pass that was from Sancho. It got stuck under Anthony's feet a little bit, but it was a great pass. It really was. He just cut it back to Anthony, but if he could have got a cleaner strike on it, I think it could have been a goal. But anyway, how weird is that? 38-34. Now I'm back in time. Now I'm back in time with theirs, with the clock on the on the game. That's so strange. It was ahead before. Anyway, is what it is. Luke Shaw will take the throw in. Pinging about now, it's flying through the air. Oh, that was poor from Newcastle. They totally miscontrol that, and then it goes out for a throw-in to United. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw. Now, Luke Shaw played the ball and he had loads of players in front of him, but not one of them made a run forward. Not one of them made a move forward. We've got to be more aggressive in that area, Matt. Do you agree?
I think that's what we're lacking, yeah, mate. Yeah. If we had that sorted out, then we might be dominating at the moment. But it's a 50-50 game, mate, for me. I can't tell. Anyone can score right now. But I like to see the pressure that Man United are putting on. And we're getting more into it as the game goes up by. And that's good to see. Because usually we'd start off well and then just get worse. And yeah, it's looking okay. We need to come out second half and really go for it, though, I think.
Bruno Fernandes going to sign. Oh, he got a sighter. But it got blocked. So it's Cristiano Ronaldo, right hand side, plays it back, crossed in by Dalot. headed by Bruno, who's looking for a. No, he's not. But he was looking for a foul, but he doesn't. He just got pushed over. He's too weak. He's too slender, isn't he, Bruno? He just easily can push him off. That's a foul on Anthony. By Byrne. So have a look at this. Anthony, yeah, he's put his hand out and just more or less grabbed his face. What's he doing? That's a get your red card out, ref. That's a red card, in my opinion. You can't grab someone's face, and what's all that about? Just because he turned him, he'd done him. You know, with that little flick round the back, and then he was going to run him. And I mean,
who do you think he is? Nicolas Cage and John Travolta?
Yeah, in Face Off. Great film, that, isn't it? Swordfish, I mean. Are you thinking of Swordfish or Face Off?
I'm thinking of Face Off. You were right the first time, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But you've seen Swordfish, haven't you? That Swordfish was great the first time I saw that.
That's a film, man.
Oh, here come Newcastle. Almiron. Oh, but his pass was poor. Jadon Sancho's down, wins a free kick. Well done, Jadon. See, that, you see, being clever? Being clever, we talked about this, me and Mr. B on the watch on the other day about players being clever. Look what he does. He knows he's there and he just waits for the foul and he nullifies all the problems just by being clever. That's one of the other things that Ten Hag was alluding to as well. You know, you gotta be a lot cuter when you're in certain positions. You find yourself in a certain situation on the pitch. You've got to be cuter. It's 42 minutes played. It's still 0-0. So, coming up to half time, Matt, who would you take off and who would be the replacement, if anybody?
I think maybe Fred could come off, maybe. I know McTominay's been doing fairly decent recently under Ten Hag, so maybe bring him on for Fred. But other than that, I just think changing the pace of it, maybe being a bit more quicker on the ball, being a bit more smarter and cuter, like you said. So I'd maybe go out with the same team second half. I don't think there's too much to change. I see Anthony said, right, Mark, who did you say? Rashford to come on. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I mean, put Rashford up top. Why not? Cristiano's not really done a great deal. I mean, he's been dropping deep and helping out that on that front. But what I would do is I'd take Bruno off and put Christian Eriksen at the 10. And take Fred off and put McTominay alongside Casemiro.
Yeah, that might work, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to actually, Eriksen for Fernandes would be a good shout.
But like the other day, Fred, you're absolutely useless, mate. You're absolutely useless, honestly. It hurts me to say it because I like Fred. I think he's a top bloke, but he's absolutely useless. He found himself in a great position in the box. The ball's coming down. He couldn't even control it, man. He was like a drunk giraffe.
Maybe he overheard us, mate.
Well, yeah, he wants to come off, obviously. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're clipping at Ronaldo, aren't they? Bloody damn Byrne.
Too easy for Gimenez that to win back. Or was it Joel Linton? They both got the same hairdo, so I can't really tell who's who. I think Joel Linton's just a slightly bit taller, but ball was flicked in there for Ronaldo to try and get his napper on, but no, it was just too high. Do you know what? Let me just say this. I'm getting so bored of seeing Ronaldo giving that face of so close. You know what I mean? It's like every time. It's like
sort it out.
It's, you know what I mean? I think for me, he's had this half. He's had a good 45 minutes. Take him off. Make 3 changes, 10. Get off Ronaldo for Rashford. Take off Bruno for Eriksen. And take off Fred for McTominay. That's what I'm seeing. Jadon Sancho can go to the right. Anthony can stay where he is and Rashford can go up top. Because if we play any of them balls through, and you find Rashford on a run, you know it's 1-0. You put your house on it. So that's what I would. They're the kind of changes I've been looking for. Don't know if anybody else in the chat is in agreement. Andy Herbert, I'm not a fan of 4-3-3, but it seems to be working for Newcastle against the 4-2-3-1 formation. I'll give it a go second half. Yeah, a bit of a conversation going on here, which I've lost. I don't know what they're talking about, but anyway. Coming up to half time, +3 at half time.
Oh, the whole game's delayed by 30 minutes now as well.
Oh, the whole game.
Mm.
What? Oh, is that League One or Championship? Oh, Luke Shaw well in.
Championship.
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to the Championship whatsoever, mate.
Yeah, but could it be the same reason? Is there some sort of
Well, not necessarily. I mean, unless it's all controlled from one. I don't know.
I don't know, just maybe like it's having a bad day today.
Yeah, it's having a bad day. You're telling me. I don't know. I mean, you think in this day and age, though, with all the technologies that we've got, it should be quite fireproof. You know what I mean? There's a lot of sloppy play going on in this game, bro. Honestly, so sloppy and bitty. And well, that's a good ball for Anthony to get on, and he's going to get in behind. Oh, I think it was Dallo actually. No, it was Anthony. Yeah, it was Anthony. He kind of outrun himself and then ended up just kind of flicking his leg at it. The ball comes in and it's headed by Bruno over the bar.
Making chances again, but we're just not finishing, are we?
No, we're not finishing, but the quality of the chances isn't great, bro, to be fair. There's no real control in it. It's all a bit scrappy and scruffy. That was a good little chance there with the cross. It was played back. Dallo first time and Bruno, but he just got way underneath it and sent it over the bar.
Right, I'm just going to get a quick drink, right, for second half, mate.
Yeah. Excellent. Goes out, throw in. Mr. B in the building. Mr. B in the building. How you doing, Mr. B? Don't forget, folks, do check out our sponsor, Global Mapping Surveys. The supply architects, property developers with topographical surveys and laser scanning. The link is in the description and contact details, I do believe. Let me just check that. No, it ain't. Sorry, it's not there. We're working on that. We've not long had the sponsor, so teething problems. Let's just say that, but we will get that fixed up. But you can go and Google them if you do need any kind of services like that. It is half time, folks. Let me just stop the clock. We'll stop the clock right there. See if I can get it back to 45. It's such a temperamental bit of technology, shall we say. All it is a countdown reversed. Anyway. So let us know what you think of that first half in the chat, folks. Is there anything that you'd change at half time? Who would you bring on? Who would you take off? Blah, blah. Oh, this thing does my napper and I can't ever get it to just go to 45. Son of a gun. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, and the Leeds game, I don't know if I think it's 11 minutes in now, so the Leeds game has started, I think. Or is this where they're just showing us where it stopped? I don't know. It looks like no, I don't know, it's gone off now. But yeah, let us know, folks, in the chat what you think. Solo in the building, big up. Let us know your half-time changes, folks. And I hope Matt is up back with his drink because I need to go to the little man's room because I'm bursting, man. I am bursting at the seamage. Mark Edmund, yo, Solo, get on the PH to your boy Fred. Oh, the phone. He needs to lift second half. Yeah, how's my Fred doing? Solo, do you need to ask that question, bro? You know how he's doing. You know how he's doing. We need changes. McTominay on, Rashford on, and Ericsson on for me. I think Ericsson will be able to be a little bit more creative, shall we say, in that number 10 role. You know what I mean? I think we need to ask a few more questions in that area of the pitch. And it doesn't have to always be so direct, you know, because they're expecting that. They know what to expect when you're doing that. And they've got the back to goal. Happy days. They're in control. Just you slow things down a little bit in front of them. Then they get a little bit panicky. That's where you're going to start going to win in the free kicks and blah, blah. And if they don't, you know, obviously you've got more time on the ball. So Ericsson can look for those cheeky little passes, you know, between the lines or over the top, whatever. So I think for me, I think he should make that change. McTominay banned. Oh yeah, McTominay's banned. Ericsson isn't available. Oh, what? Ericsson's injured and McTominay's out. Right, forget it then. Forget it. Right, Matt, you're back. Can you just go through the chat for a moment while I just go to the toilet?
I can indeed, mate. I can indeed. Bigging up to everybody in the chat. What do you think of this first half so far? Mr. B's in the house. Afternoon. Big up to Talk and Matt. Big up to you, Mr. B. Hope you're doing well. Big up, Big G. Mr. B, how you doing, fella? UK Strains. Bruno sends more balls over the bar than goals. He's awful. Matthew Bassett. Big up, mate. Hey, Mr. B, you good? And Solo's in the house as well. Bigging up people. He's putting the fire marks in. Are United going to win this game, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? I personally think maybe my 3-2 prediction may not come in. Mr. B says, we're effed with Fred in this team. I completely agree. It's been very sloppy from him as well. And it's a shame that we can't use McTominay or Ericsson. So we're just going to have to stick with. Or do you think anybody else on that bench can get into that position and maybe do a better job? Let us know in the comments if you can, please. Friends reckons we're going to win 1-0. Okay, okay. Fred is the best presser in your squad, says Ola Kunle 007. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're watching. Maybe like Fred, the Brazilian Fred. Remember him? He's the better Fred. Okay, me and Marley used to say that. He's the better Fred. If anyone wants to remember a player called Fred, remember that one because he was much better. Mark Edmund, I think Newcastle was super slow at the back, which is why we are fast and direct. I think it's the right plan. It's going okay. I mean, look, the best chances have come from Newcastle. Joel Linton hitting the bar, then hitting the post. Pretty unfortunate, to be fair. An inch that way, and it would have gone in. No saves from De Gea. I don't know why they went over and clapped him, because actually the first header that hit the crossbar, if you watch it on the replay, goes to save it, and then he just whimpers out. I think he could have hands, and he could have been a bit of a hero, but I don't know. I wasn't too impressed. Eddie's waffle. Yes, Mr. B, I agree. Fred, unfortunately, showing low composure. Casemiro a bit off too. Yeah, he's been a bit quiet, Casemiro, hasn't he? But yeah, again, the Everton game, second half, he did wonders, didn't he? Need to kind of get him involved and kind of keep the ball and keep pushing it around smoothly. And like Talk said, cute. Be cute with it. Don't try and do the Bruno Fernandes and not just try and do this super duper pass that's just never going to come off. Mark Edmonds says Fred has the touch of a 7-foot tall centre back. Wow. No comment there from me. Bill Baggio, only joking, Eddie. Anthony Herbert says think it might be a 1-0 win, smash and grab. Yeah, a lot of people have said 1-0 win. It was gonna be a tight game anyway. I said 3-2. Hopefully we do see 5 games in the second half, and hopefully they all come from Man United. But I very much doubt that. Does anyone think Newcastle's doing better, or do you think it is a 50-50 at the moment? I really do think it could go either way. My thoughts on Bruno personally is just terrible talk. I don't know what you think, but just off, kind of like Casemiro today as well. Just haven't really seen too much of them on the ball. Yeah, I don't know. It could be better, but it could be worse. If this was last season, we'd be losing 2-0 already.
Yeah, big possibility of that. What was it? Mark Edmund. Was it Mark who was saying about their defence and stuff? Super slow at the back. Yeah, I mean they might be super slow, but when they're not having to make decisions out of their comfort zone, it's easy for them. You know what I mean? You need to ask questions and give them something else to think about. As long as we allow them to be in a nice shape and they're just like, all falling back together or all moving up together, they're comfortable and they're in control. They feel confident that they can, you know, they've got the time to make a decision to get in and do something. So you got to ask different kinds of questions. Not, I've said this about the left and the right side. You need to ask questions, but you also do need to do that as well. When you're playing straight through the middle. So, give them something to think about. Somebody has to come and close somebody down. If you slow things down a little bit in front of them, they've got to come out. They've got to get close to you. So, but again, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the second half. But with those two being out, what other options do we have?
I think like Bruno looks kind of okay sometimes, but I just think he's off. Like he hasn't really been there for quite a few seasons, to be fair. And it might be quite controversial, but he needs to up his game, or I'd probably bench him. Doesn't do enough for me. I'd rather
Bruno.
see. I'd rather see. Yeah, I'd rather see Ericsson there. That's Ericsson's like proper position. I just think maybe give that a go because he's not really making any chances for Ronaldo. He isn't. Not for me anyway. That's just on the eye test anyway. But I just think he could do a lot better. And like you said as well, he's got to be cuter on the ball. He's got to be precise. He's got to make the right pass, and he doesn't tend to do that.
No, yeah, that is a problem. Because don't forget, as it stands right now, we're looking at trying to get top four. That's what we're doing. But you know, we've got to start being better in those areas. In order to get points, sorry, get games won and get points on the board. Because as it stands right now, we're just so far off challenging even for the top four as it stands, playing like this. If this again goes down to the last minute and we somehow get a last minute scrappy goal from a bit of luck or whatever, of course we'll take it and we'll all take it and we'll all be like, yeah, blah blah. But again, it's Newcastle and what's the big expectations of Newcastle this season? It's a bit of a who done it? Everybody's like, well, don't know what to expect from Newcastle this season. You know what I mean? It's one of them. They're not really settled yet, are they?
They're over. I think they're at the moment over exceeding. I think they were looking to just climb the ladder slowly, step by step, and maybe get top 10, if not get Europa League, even the Europa Conference League. Just get back into Europe. I think is what their target was. And at this moment in time, they're looking at competing for top four, which is probably a step more than what they probably wanted to do. They didn't want it to be just like a Man City, just buy all the big names like the Mbappes and the Pogbas, etc., and make a team like that. They want to build it up slowly, but still efficiently. And I think that's what they're doing. And like all props to them, really.
Well, yeah, well, that's another reason why I was saying that Eddie Howe has to be brave because he knows his job is, you know, it's kind of they're all staring at him. He can feel the eyes in the back of his head from the board and the owners and Staveley and co. So he's got to be brave. He's got to try and make the most of what he's got because as soon as he stops doing that, Newcastle are not going to hang about. I don't see um, Eddie Howe the long-term manager for Newcastle United. No way, definitely not. If they've got any real aspirations of taking some of the major trophies, it ain't going to be with Eddie Howe. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, look at Anthony Herbert in the comments here, like telling us what we should be doing because he's sitting up there on top of the Christmas tree. You need to win this because of Chelsea winning 1-0, but 10 games gone now. There's still time to get top four. As if you've got top four already. Come on, it ain't over yet. You might even not make Champions League. Calm down, Arsenal fans. Calm down.
Well, I mean, it's the Leeds Arsenal game. Let me just click into it. Let's have a look what's happening. I think is that back underway now? I think it might be back underway. Yeah, I think it's back underway. It was halted after 23 seconds of play. The players and officials returned to the pitch around 20 minutes later for a warm-up before 2 o'clock kickoff and resumed at 14:40. So yeah, so they're underway still now. So 23 minutes in for Leeds Arsenal. Now that could be a problem for Arsenal. You know, because Leeds, I don't think they're going to be a pushover unless they totally capitulate. If Arsenal get 2 quick goals, say, I think then there may be a capitulation. But as long as it stays 0-0, they ain't going to be an easy team to push to roll over. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the second half, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be intrigued to see if any changes are made, and if so, what those changes will be. Let me go back to the bench. Have a look at the bench. I forgot Ericsson and whatnot. We're not. So we'll look lineups. So on the bench, Lindelof, Rashford, Malacia, Heaton, Palestri, Alanga, Garnacho, Balmenu. See, we've not really got, apart from Rashford, is Malacia going to offer us any kind of real threat to help us do anything? The only kind of midfield option there we've got really is McTominay. He's thinking, isn't it? Is Iqbal and maybe Kobe, but I can't for the life of me imagine that he's going to drop any of them to him.
Nah.
Or young Garnacho. I just don't. I don't. I mean, I'd love to see it. Of course I would, but I don't see it. I think he may well just have to stick with what he's got now, unless there's an injury. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to keep with the same team if he's got problems with the bench at the moment.
Well, it looks like it's the same team that's coming out. So we'll see what the instructions that they've been given at half time. We'll see how it plays out. Now in front of us, we've got 45 minutes to see Newcastle off and send them back up north, further up north, with nothing but an empty points bag
and an empty packed lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to make sure we've eaten their food.
Let's get ready for setting off the clock. We have to wait some 7 seconds ahead. 7 seconds ahead. Who sang that?
And it's just long as I say, I'll be waiting. Is that it?
Oh.
I don't know. Hang on. It was Cherry. Is it?
Nina Cherry.
Yeah.
And I don't know the guy's name though. Who was?
Oh no, because he sings like in some well cool language, doesn't he? As well. Is it French? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it's a tune though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a tune, mate.
So here we go. We're underway for the second half at Old T. Fred's on still. Marvellous. Marvellousness.
I think we got to see Casemiro maybe going a bit more forward because he does like to be a part of the attack sometimes. I didn't see that in the first half.
Yeah, but there's got to be more. We've got to have more control of the game. I think for him to be doing that. I think if he's going to do that on a kind of make a run up the pitch or whatnot, it'd be terribly dangerous because if we get caught out and lose possession like we just did there, it's dangerous. And here's Callum Wilson taking a shot just wide. And Callum Wilson, there's a little sighter there early on for Newcastle United. He's disappointed with himself there. What do you make of David De Gea saying he's ready for a new contract?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, apparently.
With more money, I guess, right?
Probably.
I wouldn't give him more money, no way.
No, I wouldn't either. Wouldn't even give him a new contract if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know.
And tell you what, do you know what? All those people who were giving it the large ones for Dean Henderson, do me a favour. He's been absolutely shocking for Nottingham Forest. He's been rubbish. And I'll tell you that. That's why. Why do you think we let him go? He ain't good enough. Now, we do need to go out and get another keeper. You know, I know we've got, what's his name? What's he called? Dubravka from Newcastle. That's a foul on Luke Shaw, but the refs said play on. We don't receive any advantage from that. And Newcastle come away with the ball. And Fred's in there, wins it back. There's no foul. He plays in, laid off by Ronaldo. Oh, what's that? Ronaldo. Oh, go on, Ronaldo. Is it offside? Oh, no, it's offside.
Ah,
You son of a gun. Oh, you bugger. Let's have a look. Let's have another look at this. I think, yeah, he's off. He's well off. Don't even know why he's questioned, even giving a look. He should even knew he was off. You'd sense it. Anyway, at least we put the ball in the back of the net, at least.
Yes, finally.
Yeah. Hey up, hey up, hey up. What's going on here? Cristiano Ronaldo's just took the ball off him. Have we scored? Hold on. What's going on here? The referee, they're all around the referee, folks. There's a card coming out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nick Pope had the ball at his feet. And he stood there. And then Cristiano Ronaldo's just kicked the ball and then put it in the net. And it's a yellow card for Ronaldo. I don't know what is going on here. I don't know why Ronaldo thinks that he was in a position to be able to kick the ball away and score. He was pointing to
that.
I don't know. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So the ball gets laid off, and Nick Pope, I think Ronaldo was saying that he's the ball had already been played by the Newcastle player back to Nick Pope.
No, it weren't. He's just giving it back to him to take it.
Well, it's a free kick though. You only kick it once.
He was just giving it back to him to take it.
Oh well, it's not given anyway. But yeah, here comes Anthony. Got Cristiano Ronaldo to his right hand side, but he chooses to come inside to Varane. And it's Dalot. Sorry, Casemiro, not Varane. I was going to say, what's Varane doing there? There's Fred. Cheeky little dink over from Fred to Dalot. Come on, United now. Put them to the sword. Come on. Oh, it's a poor touch from Casemiro. One thing I can't abide is a poor touch. You train every single day, and how you get a poor touch is beyond me. I'm telling you.
That should be the first thing you bloody do right.
Exactly. I mean, I've got a great touch, and I've not played for years.
Yeah, but your name is ET, innit? You're from Zorg.
I know, yeah. Well, yeah, there is that. But here comes Fred. He's got space in front of him. He's got space. Come on, Fred. Make the right choice. He's just had to hold his run up a little bit. Now it is with Anthony. He plays it across for Ronaldo, but it was poor again. The pass for Anthony wasn't good enough. You've got to do much better than that, mate. You've got to be better than that, son. I hope it's not going to be one of them frustrating games. I really do.
It already is frustrating game.
No, well, I know, but I mean, as the time ticks down, it gets even more and more frustrating.
Oh, it is going that way, isn't it?
We just check what the chat is saying. Andrew Williams, much more likely you leave it for the keeper. Matt, the finger wasn't light at the end, lol. Don't know what he means.
Because of the EP thing did that.
Oh, Marcus Rashford's warming up. So yeah, I think Marcus Rashford's the obvious first replacement for Ronaldo. Or will he change him for Sancho? Who knows?
Unos, dos, tres, cuatros.
Yeah, I don't speak German, mate.
He's Spanish.
Okay. Goes back to David De Gea. He needs to get rid of it sharpish, and he does. But again, his distribution is shocking, and it just aids Newcastle's attack. Long ball from, I think, Almiron into the box towards Wilson, but nothing doing. Might have been Trippier, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on. I want to have a nice Sunday roast, United,
Yeah, that's definitely on the cards for me today, bro.
But I've got to have a win here first, mate. I've got to have a starter.
Yeah, no, that's it. When we win, it makes that whole process of making the Sunday roast much more enjoyable. You know what I mean? I'll have my music on in my headphones while I'm doing the business, doing a little jig. You know what I mean? Just jigging about the place.
Absolutely.
Big smile on my face. We might just get it now because there's Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo outside. Ronaldo first time. No, it's going to be out for a corner. Ronaldo's looking for more than a corner from Trippier, but he's not going to get anything. He's not going to get anything. The referee has blown his whistle. Is it going to go VAR? Let's have a look. Bruno Fernandes. So Ronaldo. No, Ronaldo stood on Trippier, actually. And No, he didn't. No, he didn't stand up. Oh, I don't know though. From that angle, it's a penalty. Ref, penalty.
Come on, ref.
No, there's nothing doing. We play on.
No.
But you know what? When we start having to rely on penalties to win your games, there's something wrong, isn't there? You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not good.
We just want to score one goal, and then sort of the floodgates hopefully will open.
Well,
that's what I'm hopeful.
Yeah, that's the perfect world, but as we know, it ain't perfect at the moment. Most definitely isn't.
I'd have said that was a penalty,
Yeah, from the last angle I seen it from, it was a penalty for me. He's got his legs right in between Ronaldo.
I bet he has, dirty son.
I think they're saying is you dirty batter.
Dirty batter.
Ball goes across the box, and Anthony's now got himself in a bit of a situation here. He's got 2 against 1, but he gets that free kick. Well done, Anthony. Excellent. He just nullified any problem that might have occurred there. Again, through clever play. Now it plays out from the back with Martinez and Varane. Martinez with a long ball for Jadon Sancho. He has to look behind him though and get support from Bruno. He's going to get support from Luke Shaw, but he refuses it, gives it to Fred instead. Casemiro. And go on, take him. Look at the space he's offering you up. We keep doing it and it's not working. Jesus Christ. It wasn't working the other day, so we made the changes and then we got in behind and we got the goal. Why are we not doing it? Now go again, look at the space. He can take him. He chooses to come inside again, Anthony, and just lay it off again for Fred. He's just going to do the same process again, and it's going to come straight back where it came from. There you go. Ask questions in that wide area, for Christ's sake.
Where's the instructions? They need to be bloody told sometimes. Like, look over there, mate.
There you go. There we are. We're in behind. Oh, Luke Shaw. It was just not enough, and then Luke Shaw dinks it. No, we're not going to get anything from that. But and Bruno again, a poor decision. Now it's Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes. He's gonna have to lay it off to Sancho. Now Luke Shaw, back to Sancho. Got players with their arms out, saying, "Well, me." Now it goes out to Anthony. Go on, take him. Go. No, he refuses. He refuses again. He refuses. He's not really offering him much for me at the moment, Anthony. He's got to be. We've got to have more from him. We need more. We've got to have more. You follow the leader with the ball. If he goes in and gets in behind, everybody follows, including their defenders. So, you know what I mean? It's quite clear that we ain't going to get past them doing this, trying to play through the middle, narrow. It's not working. And I know it's an instruction from Ten Hag, but again, this is where is the excuse going to be? Oh, you're not using their initiative enough after the game if we don't win this game. Is that going to be the excuse? Because he needs to now be telling them, get behind, get down the side for Christ's sake. Do you know what I mean? Do it. Like now, Sancho running at his man in the box. Tries to cut back. No, that's a penalty. Referee, you wanker. That's a penalty.
Got to look at VAR.
That's a penalty all day.
Let's have a look.
Did I swear then?
No. No, you
That's
didn't.
a penalty. Look at him straight away going no, and you're going to look a right clown now, aren't you? If he VAR gives you the penalty, you better add. It was Sean Longshank's staff.
Longshank.
Yeah, Longstaff. All right, which king was called Longshanks?
Edward.
You sod. How do you know that? How did you know that?
Because he was the brute, wasn't he? That's why they
Yeah.
called him Longshanks.
Yeah. Well, he was tall. He was quite tall, and King Edward. It was him, William Wallace and all that.
Yeah.
Braveheart.
Yeah.
And what was his name? Robert the Bruce.
Robert the Bruce. That film actually is a load of rubbish as well. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, but I still enjoy it whenever I watch it.
It's enjoyable, but it's just there's just no truth in any of that. He didn't have sex with the princess. That's not true. He never even met her.
Did he get hanged, drawn, and quartered though?
Yeah, he definitely got that. That's probably
savage, that, innit? Ball goes over the top. Here's Newcastle, just outside the box. Dangerous moment for United here. But Newcastle have to play it back. Try to get down the side, but they can't. But that's a poor pass from Anthony to Ronaldo, and it puts us bang in trouble again. And Newcastle here are going to try and get him behind us, but Fred is there. Well done, Fred. You're great for 2 minutes of the game. But here's Jadon Sancho now. Again, what? Right, go on, Sancho. Go on. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got to cut it back to Sancho. Sancho, just with no passion whatsoever, just nonchalantly just goes skipping over to it. Where's the intensity here? Come on. It's all too slow and lackadaisical and, like painting by numbers. Come on. He's got to be much better than this. He's got to be much better. Luke Shaw, Fred. Look, Fred could have first time that to Ronaldo, to Sancho. No, it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Sancho. He tries to get behind, but he can't, so he has to scoop it. Someone's gone over in the box. It's going to be no foul, and it's Anthony now in the box. Go on, Anthony. No, straight at Nick Pope. Who went over in the box? I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Casemiro. Let's have a look. But it's poor, Matt. It's poor, yeah. It was Casemiro who went over in the box, but to no avail. Anthony is very one-dimensional, says Andrew. Anthony needs to learn to use his right foot. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I think if you could just ask a few more questions down that side there, I think it'd be a whole different story. I really do. Maybe that's where the goal will come from. That's great play from Casemiro, and then Dalot was in a good position to cut out any danger from Newcastle. But Martinez dawdling on the ball, he gets his pocket picked, and here come Newcastle. He can't. Oh, that's going to be a free kick again. Lissandro Martinez. He got his pocket picked, and then he gives a free kick away on Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson played that very cute. Just watch that. As soon as you feel that defender on the back here, you know if the ball's going away from you, nowhere near it, or you're not going to get it. You change your body shape and you win the free kick. It's a simple thing. Kieran Trippier to take the free kick. Getting a bit nervous now, Matt, to be honest.
We'll just need to get a goal, mate. We really need these 3 points because this is like a game where we're not playing too great, but we still can win this game, which is rare. So we need to do what we did against Everton and just keep going. That's all we can do, mate.
Yeah. But it's put into the box, but it's headed clear. But Newcastle retain possession. It's going to be throwing to Newcastle. Left-hand side. Off Burn. But yeah, it's just the manner in which we... Another fine for talk.
I don't know if you swore, did you? I mean,
I don't know. Can't remember. But look, you know what? You're going to get, in the heat of the moment, in the passion of the game, you're going to, something might pop out. Things pop out, don't they? Said the vicar to the actress. And he made a mess. He made a right mess of her best going out pants. And he found her vest in his pantry and her pants in his vestry. Here we go. Bruno Fernandes has been fouled. It should be a yellow card, if I'm honest. So Jimenez, I don't even know how you pronounce it, but it's Jimenez.
I said it right. Guimarães, isn't it? Guimarães.
Olakunle in the building, he says, come on, Newcastle, you only need one. And then he says, some at 55. I don't know what that means. What's the score in the Arsenal game? That's the question. Hopefully they're getting beat 6-0. Oh, they're 1-0 up. Son of a gun.
Yeah, bloody Saka.
I like Saka. I do like Saka.
Well, I think David Moyes is in trouble as well. They're 1-0 down to Southampton.
Mr. Moist.
Yeah.
David Moist. Listen, I said it ages ago. He had his ceiling, and it was quickly brought to everybody's attention in that Eintracht Frankfurt game at the end of last season.
Yeah.
And not good enough. Just not good enough by any stretch. And they've got a player down here for Newcastle.
They've just equalised as well.
Who has?
West Ham.
Oh, well, yeah, all right. I'm not going to go back on what I've said.
Yeah, no. You're giving them hope. You're giving David Moyes the moist hope, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I think he's not Newcastle. I think West Ham are in a position where he's done well for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not done well for them because he has, but he's reached the limits of what he can do.
Yeah.
So
like
I think it's time for the owners to go, right, this is where you, as a good club with good people around you, you can identify and say, no, now is the time for us to move on. Whilst the team is in a good position, in a good place, do it now before things start to fall apart, before confidence starts to become low, before relationships become frayed, and then you step in. It's too late then, because you're starting from the beginning again. So pick the right moment to make that change. Again, maybe that's where the part of the Chelsea model, we look at the Chelsea model, they've had managers who seemingly been doing quite well and the squad seems happy and everything else, but they've made that change and it suits and it works. Again, when it comes down for Graham Potter, how long he's going to get, who knows? Yeah, we've got a clash of bacon wrappers here. Bacon wrapper is.
What the bloody hell's a bacon wrapper when it's so?
Bacon wrapper napper.
I think I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, man, two bacons coming together, and then you know, someone's on the floor. Sold to me. I'll give you £45 and a bacon wrapper. Happy days. Bruno's is smiling. Bruno Fernandes is smiling. Honestly, it's getting that bad this game now. It's one of the poorest games you could ever watch. It's not good at all. Ugh.
It's got worse, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it has. It has got worse, mate. You're right.
I don't think Newcastle have been that impressive either, though. Really, to be fair, I think it's just.
No, they haven't.
I thought they would have been doing a lot better, and I think we would have been doing a lot better too. It's just been a bit of a crap game, isn't it?
Yep, unfortunately. But again, we're only 66 minutes in. There's still time for us to, you know, get a goal out of this. But I'm still going to stick to what I've said. I think our goal is going to come from one of them wide areas, from us getting in behind them, like we did in the last game. Um, and you know, it's just something I think that we need to. You know, we talk about the defense, we talk about the rest defense. You know, sometimes you got to put trust in that setup, and you know, commitment to get a bit more advanced with people committing to getting in behind. You
Yeah.
know, it's either a cross, a cutback, whatever it is. Because, like I said, defenders don't want to be facing their own goal. Nothing worse as a defender facing your own goal, running towards your own goal. You know, you don't feel like you've got any control over what's going on at all, and there's more danger of you scoring an own goal as well. So, you know, but we'll find out in due course. We'll find out in due course. And Fred again naffs it up, and we're fortunate that we retain possession. You see, that's the problem we've got here. You've got a player who's not very good in a key position. You know, we've got a player who's really over the hill in a key position. So, oh, that's bad. That's poor. That is poor from, was that Rafael Varane? Casemiro. What is he doing? He's gone flying in twice and he's looking to get away with a yellow. What was that? Oh, you've gone very noisy all of a sudden, Matt.
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, it's gone now. Just sounded like there was a Jembo. A Jembo jet.
A jumbo jet coming into land.
Yeah. That was poor, though, from Casemiro. His foot. Oh. Yeah. He's lucky there, in my opinion. He's very lucky. Free kick to Newcastle. 68 minutes gone.
Oh. God, 20 minutes to go, yeah?
Kieran Trippier with a ball in. Round the backs. Knocked down, and it's going to be scooped up by David De Gea. Needs to release it. Go, 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 go. No, he holds on, he holds on, he holds on, then he releases. Bruno Fernandes.
At least Casemiro's getting stuck in.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you get stuck in, but there was no need for him to do that, to be fair. It is Anthony now. He's going to try and get behind him. Go on, son. Go on, son. Oh, he pulls up. He pulls up and he does a little bit of skill and he gets through. Casemiro. Jadon Sancho. Casemiro. Go on, hit it. No, he refuses. Oh, that was so promising. That was so promising, that move. With Anthony getting that question asked. No, poor ball though from Anthony as a cross. But Casemiro's in a good position to retrieve it. Playing Luke Shaw. Switch of play now. Out to Sancho. Jadon Sancho now. Cristiano Ronaldo. No. He did the overlap and tried to cut it back, but it got blocked out, and that's going to be a free kick. Bruno's going crazy at the ref, saying he got the ball. The ref's having none of it. Oh, God. Marcus Rashford's going to be coming on shortly. But the question is going to be, who is he coming on for? Is it going to be for Jadon Sancho or is it going to be for Cristiano Ronaldo? I think it's going to be Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's not happy about it. It looks like he's muttering things under his breath. Yep. Well done, Ronnie. You tried, mate, but you know what? 70 minutes. You are 39 of them. Whatever. He's not happy about it at all, is he, Matt? Look at him.
I mean, come on, he's not. How can he? How can he be moaning? Like, you've had 70 minutes, like you just said. You've not really done too much. Yes, you scored 2 goals that were disallowed. You did steal it off the goalkeeper.
Come
Yeah,
on,
just
Marcus.
take a bow. Take a
Yeah.
bow.
You just got to take it. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you're not going to be here at all next season. So, or even in January. But look, he's still shaking his head. That doesn't do anything for the um for the squad or the youngsters who are sat on the bench. It's not good behaviour at all. Like a little spoilt brat, an overgrown spoilt brat. You've just not produced the goods, mate. So, you know, jog on. Simple, isn't it?
Maybe he's just nodding because if his performance was crap. Maybe.
No, he's just pissed off because he's been taken off. Simple as that. But here come Newcastle, left hand side, cuts inside. Joe Linton plays it back. We snuff them out with Anthony, and he gives them the throw in though. So I think Ryan Fraser's on for Newcastle now as well. Don't know who the swap was for.
What a show that was, Fraser? Eh?
Do you know I never watched it, bro?
It was alright, yeah. It was kind of. I'm quite surprised it was American because it was like, you know, more intellectual than bloody Friends. Sorry if you like Friends, bloody hate
No,
that.
no way. No, I never watched a single minute. I've never watched a single minute of Friends. The only American show that I really ever would go out of my way to watch was Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers was great, mate.
Yeah, Cheers was quality.
It was like that, you know, kind of similar style.
Oh, and Fresh Prince, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Anthony's got the mark. He's going to play there. Go on, Anthony. Anthony's in. Go on, go on. Oh, Newcastle did really well there to get back so quick and block that. But it's a corner to United. That was good. That was better there from United. Very direct. Fred, first time. Anthony, he touched one touch and he was away. But frustrating, but better. Bruno Fernandes with a corner. Cross comes a corner, it's over everybody. Newcastle will launch it into the air, into the Manchester sky. It comes down with needles and glass on it. Free kick, Newcastle. Casemiro again, giving away a free kick.
We're not playing Leeds, are we?
I know, yeah. All Liverpool. What is the lead? Have they equalised yet?
No, it's 1-0 still. The batter.
The batters.
Robbie Batter.
Chelsea 2-0 up against Villa. Surely Gerrard's out of the door. And where does he go from there? That's the question with Gerrard. Where does he go from there? Is there any way back for him?
Probably Rangers. He'll probably go back to Rangers.
Well,
they want him out, didn't they? What's his name? Van Bronckhorst.
Yeah. It's always going to be tough, though, isn't it, for the Scottish clubs. There's no money there for them to get anywhere near competing, even with some of the lesser teams of the Europa League and the Conference League. It's really tough.
I still think they should add them into the Carabao Cup, like the Scottish Premier and the Championship at least.
Well,
make it more exciting. I don't know why not. When their bloody League Cup's crap, our League Cup's crap. If we had added them into it, it'd be a bit more interesting, wouldn't it? And it gives them a major, and it gives them like an actual game where they can play against anyone in the Premier League, and it be a major competition. That's what they lack. They're not involved with us. It's only Europa League and Champions League that they ever do. And
go on, Anthony. Diogo Dalot. First time cross from Dalot. Just lands right in the middle of the box, but it's unfortunately for us, Fred. No, unfortunately for us, it hit a Newcastle head. We've got retained possession. Luke Shaw looks for the cross. He gets it. Fred can't get his head on it. It's come down. It's brought down by Bruno. Bruno tried to find Fred, but no. and Newcastle are going to win a free kick because Fred. I don't know if it's the free kick before that or the Fred one. I think it's the one before. 76 minutes played, 0-0.
Right, I'm going for a quick toilet break.
Yes, no worries, my friend. Let me just quickly go through the other scores. So, like I say, 2-0 to Chelsea against Aston Villa. It's a chinkloff, lad. Arsenal are still 1-0 up. It's half time, it says, at Leeds. And West Ham and Southampton are drawing. And we have got a massive game at R4, Liverpool, Manchester City. For me, I just can't see Liverpool being able to deal with the power and the cleverness and everything about Erling Haaland. I just can't see it. I can't see it for a minute. And I think it's going to be a really tough game for Liverpool. That really is. There's a couple of more changes coming in for Newcastle there. You can see Chris Wood. I can see two other players who I don't know the names of. Obviously, I'm not a Newcastle fan, so I don't know all the players' names. But it looks like Gimenez might be going off. Bruno Gimenez. He's limping a bit. Callum Wilson going off as well. So Eddie Howe, I don't know if he's trying to shore things up here to try and go a point, or if he's putting on. Well, he's putting Chris Wood on. So, oh God, can you imagine a Burnley reject getting the winner for Newcastle? Can you imagine that? That'd be shocking, wouldn't it? That'd be poor. Elaine Baines, Rachel Green. How's the F? Is Fred still on the pitch? Don't forget, folks, if you are new, do give us a subscribe. Do hit the like button. Do hit the share button. Don't forget our sponsors, GMS Limited, Global Mapping Surveys, currently assisting property developers and architects with topographical surveys, laser scanning, and something else. Can't remember what it is, but go and check them out. They're I don't know if we can give you a discount code or not, but anyway. McSauce's Matt Nick Shaw with Ericsson. This is a pile of garbage, says Matthew Bassett. Is Ericsson and McTominay available for the next game? Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, all right. I see where you're coming from now with that. But frustration city, man. So they've got a target man now in Big Chris Wood. He's quite he's a big unit, man. So they're going to lump this in and hope that Chris Wood's going to get his napper on it. And it's played at low on. It's played low, and it's clever corner that. It was Almiron who came to put his foot on it, but fortunately for us, it just goes wide. But it was a clever little corner. Everybody made the run as if it was going to get crossed, and Almiron, if he'd have had better control, better finesse skills, he would have put that in the top corner. Because I would have. Max Sauce is an upgrade on Fred. So lots of people saying Liverpool Man City will be a draw. Nah, no chance. No chance. Will that be a draw? I'll tell you that right now. Don't put any money on it being a draw, folks, because you'll lose your money. Oh, that's going to be a free kick by Longstaff again on Shaw. Is he not getting a card, ref, or what? You're going to get your card out, or what? You're a bit card shy today. Luke Shaw got a right across him, and he's, yeah, definite foul. Oh, what you scoffing, bro?
Peanuts. Just peanuts.
Dry roasted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate, they're the best, man. They're salty, but if you've got a can of pop and a bag of dry roasted, mate, you can't go wrong.
Oh, mate. I love honey roasted as well, man.
Yeah. Have you had the chili ones?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, quality of them. Here we go. Free kick to Manchester United. Who's going to take it? Let's have a look. Is it going to be Bruno? Or Rashford? It's Bruno or Rashford. I can't tell which yet.
It's going to be a 0-0, isn't it, this?
I hope not, mate. I hope not. I hope I get proved wrong as well, where I said the goal might come from. I hope it comes from this corner. Free kick. Marcus Rashford. Oh, over the top. Just couldn't get it down quick enough. So it's out. 81 minutes played, folks. Good attempt by Rashford, but just couldn't get it down.
Bloody 0-0.
I know. I mean, the question is, Matt, are the Newcastle fans feeling the same? You know, have they come here thinking, you know, Man United team, still new manager, still trying to get used to the system, struggling a little bit? You know, they may have come here with all the confidence in the world, thinking that they could take this game. So the Newcastle fans may be in the same mindset as us.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, going back to, you know, last season or whatever, it would have been, at this stage, they would have been buzzing. They're like, yeah, we can take a point from Old Trafford. You know, so, you know, how things have changed. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it was a good attempt at a layoff by Rashford, but Casemiro couldn't get there. It's all too easy for Newcastle to get in behind and they balloon it over. And out of play by Murphy. Be a goal kick.
It's horrible, isn't it?
I know, just you know, you're like, come on. I want to be making the Sunday dinner, man, with some nice dub in my headphones, doing my little dance. You know what I mean?
I might play a bit of Supertramp afterwards.
All right. Cross into
Yeah.
the box. Cross into the box, going to be picked up by Casemiro. Just puts his leg out at it and just tries a wild shot. I don't really know much of Supertramp, mate.
Oh, mate, yeah, real good stuff. Like, honestly, like, very atmospheric and very well created. And very meaningful as well. Like, if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh my God, yes, that's beautiful.
I'm stuck on a lot of Roger Waters at the moment.
Oh, mate, yeah.
What God Wants. You know the intro to What God Wants, Part 1 by Jeff Beck is the single most amazing intro to any song ever created on this.
Yeah, you've said
in the
me that
history of music.
before. I've heard that,
Honestly,
yeah.
it's absolutely sensational. It is.
Who's the better one out of Pink Floyd, mate? Roger Waters or Dave Gilmour?
Oh, that's not even a. In
You
what
might.
sense?
Who do you prefer? Like, who
Oh, I
really
can't split
makes
them two.
it?
No, I can't split that. They're both as important as each other, bro.
Okay.
Because Roger Waters obviously came up with most of, if not all, the lyrics, and obviously plays the bass. Dave Gilmour with the guitar, obviously Nick Mason on the drums, and Rick Wright on the keyboard, and then we had Sid Barrett, who obviously left a long, long time ago, and then died, but he was the founder of Pink Floyd. But do you know where the name Pink Floyd came from?
Was it a teacher maybe?
No.
No. Okay. Guessing. I was guessing.
No, it's two Georgian bluesmen, Floyd Council, Pink Anderson.
Ah. Okay.
So that's where Sid Barrett got the name from.
So that's where Leonard Skinner got their name from. Is from a teacher that told them they'd never make it. So
Okay.
they called the band his name.
Well, it worked, didn't it? Because Leonard Skinner, Freebird, wow, forget it.
Oh.
Forget it. That guitar solo in that is just like
Oh.
unbelievably crazy, but it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And there's us now happily talking about music because this game is cack. It's absolute dross.
Yeah.
And we have got no hope of doing anything really of any real note this season, in my opinion. I'm not overly impressed with this performance so far. Obviously, it'll all change if we've got fans leaving already. Look, fans leaving already at 85 minutes. What does that tell you?
Don't
What
know. They
does that
shouldn't be
tell you?
leaving. They shouldn't
Well,
be leaving, right?
I know, but you know, it's. I don't know. Again, look, I'm not forgetting what I said at the start of the season. You know, it's his first season. As long as he keeps us in the league, I said I'm happy because he's got to get the team used to it. So you know what? Am I surprised? No, not really. Because again, there's some players that are just not good enough for this club, and that's the
Yeah.
facts of the matter.
Mm.
We have to accept that. You know, again, we're stuck with these owners who we've bought Casemiro. Look, great player, but is he the right age? No, he ain't. Right? We should be investing in younger players who are going to give us more longevity because you know that's just the
Yeah.
way we need to be looking. Diogo Dallo, is he really the what we're going to be needing in that position? No, he's not. Up front, we're lacking massively. We still need another midfielder. We need a better goalkeeper who's got better distribution. You know, who can help us play out from the back. Again, our defence, Harry Maguire, is he going to stay? Is he going to go? As it stands at the moment, it looks to me like they're going to be looking to ship him off because you don't keep him out this long if you've not got that in mind because it's
Yeah.
quite clearly not suited to Ten Hag's system. And again, I asked the question: Will he go? Will he revert to three at the back if he's going to play Harry Maguire? We're still yet to see if that question is going to be asked. But here come Newcastle United in a dangerous position. Unfortunately for us, it was a poor pass that they could have been in there. They could have been in, but it was a poor pass, and we come out of it luckily. Oh, Marcus Rashford, is he onside? Marcus Rashford cuts it back. Oh, it's gone wide from Fred, but was he offside? Oh, what? I don't think he was offside, but Fred's put it wide. Let's have a look. No, the flag's down. It's Fred, what are you doing? Is he looking for a penalty? Let's have another look at this. So the ball's played. Marcus is onside. Marcus is onside, so I don't know why they've got their hands up. He's on. He gets round the keeper. He can't get the angle to put it in. He cuts it back to Fred. No, it's not a penalty. He just puts it wide. Why did he not go for goal, Marcus Rashford? He could have gone for goal. Oh, don't believe it. He should have gone for. He should have went for goal, Marcus Rashford. Oh. What do you think, Matt?
He should have gone for goal. But I think he was offside anyway. It was Rashford that was off, wasn't it?
No, but he wasn't off though, was he? Didn't. I don't know.
He looked off. That's all. He looked off.
Goal kick taken by Newcastle. 88 minutes. It's going to be 3 minutes maybe if we're lucky. Bruno Fernandes can't reach it, but he wins it back anyway. Go on, Bruno. But he, for God's sake, Bruno Fernandes, what are you doing? Honestly, you've got to get that ball released quicker. Marcus Rashford. No, Marcus Rashford makes the same mistake. Lets Joe Linton come right across him and disturb what he was doing, and they win possession. Goes out. It's going to be a throw into Newcastle. Big G saying waiting for talk to swear. Mate, I'm close, I'll tell you that. I'm close to swearing, but I'm trying my best not to because, you know, there's more fans are leaving. You know, the Newcastle fans are clapping one of their players coming off. Again, whether they'll be happy with a point here, who knows? But I'm certainly not happy with a point.
They could have played better, I think, and that they'll feel like if they played a bit better, then they probably could have got something out of this. But I think they'll be, you know, going to Old Trafford still. Newcastle getting a 0-0 is better than what they were getting a year or two ago. So I don't know. Yeah, they seem happy. The fans in the crowd, didn't they?
Well, Al, there's 5 minutes added. Crikey, I don't know where they've got that from, but anyway, we've got 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes to get the goal and see this game then to bed and get the points. Bruno Fernandes goes under Joe Linton, but the referee says no. Bruno's still on his knees. He need to get up, son, and quick. Diogo Dallo now. Switch of play left hand side. Bruno Fernandes. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw just refuses to go any further. He just stands still and plays it back to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is going to switch it to Dalot. Dalot is going to find Jadon Sancho. He finds Anthony. Sancho wanted the ball playing back, but Anthony refused, and then Fred laid it off to Casemiro, who now goes back to Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot cuts inside and goes all the way back. What is that about? What are you doing? Fred switches it out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, go! He could have went, but he decides not to, and he comes again. He comes inside. Now we're getting narrow again. Bruno, Fred, Dalot, Anthony, go! No, cuts inside. Cuts inside. He's going to take a shot. He takes a shot, but it's easily blocked because it wasn't very powerful. Fred's going to bring it down just about. His first touch was poor. Here's Dalot. Dalot tries to put one in to the box, but it's not very good. Anthony can retrieve back to Dalot again. Dalot's seeing a lot of the ball here. He needs to do something with it rather than just playing it safe. Martinez trying to find Jadon Sancho. Fortunately for us, will fall to Casemiro. Now to Anthony. Dalot, go on, hit it. He decides against hitting it and plays it right across Fred. What are you doing? You should have levered it and it would have been a goal. Bruno Fernandes feigns a shot, then gets it taken off his toe, but then Fred is there to back him up. Fred to Dalot. Again, what does Dalot do? Anthony, go on, Anthony, go on. Dalot provides the overlap. Anthony refuses, puts the ball into where nobody is to get on the end of it. And now it goes all the way back to David De Gea and it's absolute sauce. It is, it's crap. What is Dalot doing? He should have put that in the net. So nonsense. And now we go out. We just let it go out for a throw-in to Newcastle. Jadon Sancho can't keep it in. No point in banging a ball about as if it's the ball's fault. It's just not good enough. But it is what it is. We'll have to take a point, Matt. We've got to take a point.
Yeah.
Full-time Southampton 1, West Ham 1, says Anthony. Full-time Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Anthony Herbert with the scores there. Thank you, bro. What scores the Arsenal game? Is it still 1-0?
Yeah, they got a lot of time to play, haven't they?
David De Gea with a long ball. We've got to have to, whatever chance we get now, we've got to take it because it's going to be probably one of the last chances. That's a free kick to United, won by Casemiro. Will take the free kick. What's Longstaff doing? Get out of the way, you lemon. Martinez. Rafael Varane. Marcus Rashford just about keeps control of that ball. He's got Anthony, but he's going to refuse him. Marcus Rashford tries to play it, but I don't know if we're getting a free kick or not. No, we're not. And Fred's steaming over here to play it back to Martinez. He nearly catches Martinez flat-footed. It's all a bit scruffy at the moment, but you know what? I'll take a goal if it's scruffy. Come on. Jadon Sancho. Bruno. Dinked in. Oh, it's wide. I don't believe it. He said he'd wide by Rashford. That was our moment there. We've fluffed it. We've fluffed it. Eddie Howe looks at the fourth official's watch with his hands on his head. He's like, oh my God, thank God for that. How much time's left? Because he knows that should have been 1-0. It was a great bit of play. Jadon Sancho, first time. And then it was, Rashford. He put it wide, man. It was Casemiro. Casemiro had a fantastic cross. And Rashford puts it wide, man. I wonder, the question is now, if Cristiano Ronaldo would have been on the end of that, would he have put it in?
Yeah.
Huge chance. We've missed it up, and that will be the end of that.
It would have been on target anyway.
And there you go. We have a 0-0, folks. A 0-0.
How boring.
Telling me. Oh, well, you know what? There is going to be a reaction show, and I'll tell you when it's going to be at, actually. Let me just find out. So disappointed. So disappointed, let me tell you. The reaction show is at what? 8:30. Okay, well it says 8:30 at the moment, folks, but that may change. So do keep your eye on it. If you just click on the notify me, it'll notify you exactly when they are going to go live. I'm disappointed with the performance, if I'm honest. It was all a bit bitty and scruffy and wasn't very good, in my opinion. Matt, I don't know what you think.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it still looks a little bit better from like I said last season. We probably would have lost that game, but we're not doing good with taking our chances, are we? That's the problem we've got at the moment. It's not just this game; it's the few games we've had before. We can see it. We're creating decent chances, we're just not taking them. I mean,
Well,
look at that Rashford at the end there, mate. That's poor. Like you
I know.
need to get that on target at least. Target,
Yep.
not wide.
Yep. And it's a bit like we were doing the same under Ralph Rangnick. We created the most chances in the Premier League, but we couldn't score. So there's a real issue here at the top end of the pitch. You know, who were asking to put the ball in the back of the net. It's quite clear we need a striker. We need
Yeah.
a striker, and we also need a right back who is going to be, you know, I know what he's doing at the moment. Yeah, he's cutting in and going narrow and helping out the mid, blah blah. But at the end of the day, he's not doing enough for me at the moment. Diogo Dalot. He's just not. Neither is Anthony. You know, he's Andrew Williams said it. He's very one-dimensional. You know, and at the end of the day, we need more than that. We need more. You know, it's just so frustrating. But like I say, a point. Where does that put us? Let's just check that out in the table. Let's have a look at the table. So on the Betty Grable, we are now fifth on 16 points, but we've got other teams around us to play, haven't we?
We got a game in hand as well.
We've got a game in hand over Arsenal and over Spurs and over Newcastle and over Brentford, Bournemouth, Fulham, West Ham. We've got Liverpool have got 2 games in hand over us. Sorry, no, 1 game. Sorry. So and they're going to play that today at R4 and they're going to get beat. So Liverpool are going to stay where they are, or maybe even go further down. But that's the only pleasure I could take out of today. Will be watching Liverpool get beat. Unfortunately, it was a great goal by Saka though for us. I'm just watching it now. It's a great goal by Saka. But folks, listen. Where can we find you, Matt?
Cheers for having us on, Talk. Thank you to the Man United Agenda as well. Make sure you like this vlog, share and subscribe. You can find me at Football United TV. That's on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter. If you give us a cheeky subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. Thanks to everybody in the comments as well. Good job today. Thank you so much. Bad result, but who cares? Come on. Enjoy seeing Liverpool get trounced now. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, folks, if you are new to the channel. Check out our sponsors, GMS, Global Mapping Surveys. We do appreciate their support on the channel. Big up to you all again for coming and spending your time with us and keeping us company. We do appreciate each and every one of you. You know, loads of regulars and some maybe some new faces. Big up Paddy in the building. I see you there, bro. Box as well. Eddie's Football Waffle, Bill Baggio, Mark Edmund. Loads of you. There's been loads. Andrew Williams, everyone. We really appreciate your support. You're always there for us. But we've got to go now. I've got stuff to do. I've got to go and make the dinner. And again, I'll be listening to the Arsenal-Liverpool game. Man City Liverpool game, everything else. But do check out the match reaction again. It may be moved to an earlier time. So just keep your eye on that. If you hit the notification bell, you will be notified as to when it's got 30 minutes away from going live. But do go and check out Football United TV as well. Give them a subscribe. There's some great content on there as well. Some great content coming up. Michelle Sanchez from the MLS and the MX League in Mexico. So do go and check that out. There's loads going on to keep you entertained. And so that's a good afternoon from Matt and a good afternoon from me. And you know what to do, folks.